Hello students, today we are starting our second chapter of our maths part 2 means geometry, that is Pythagoras theorem. It is very important chapter also, and this is a theorem which is very important, one of the important theorem of our geometry textbook, Pythagoras theorem. In this chapter I am explaining you what we will have to learn. First of all, Pythagorean triplet, then similarity and right angled triangles, means theorem on similarity and right angled triangles, then theorem of geometric mean, then the important theorem, that is the name of our chapter, Pythagoras theorem, then application of Pythagoras theorem in the examples, and the important property or theorem is Apollonius theorem. So first of all, here let's recall Pythagoras theorem. We already knew about Pythagoras theorem from standard 6th. In a right angled triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of remaining two sides. What is the theorem? Pythagoras theorem. In a right angled triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of remaining two sides. Here in the figure, in triangle PQR, angle PQR is equal to 90 degree, means angle PQR is a right angle. So in triangle PQR, angle PQR is equal to 90 degree, then length PR square, PR sec PR is hypotenuse, means opposite side of right angle is called as hypotenuse. So square of hypotenuse means length PR square is equal to the sum of the squares of remaining two sides. Remaining two sides means PQ and QR. So length PQ square plus length QR square means length PR square is equal to length PQ square plus length QR square. In this way, in a right angled triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of remaining two sides, means PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. Okay, this is our Pythagoras theorem. Now Pythagorean triplet. First of all, we have to know what mean by Pythagorean triplet. In a triplet of natural numbers, triplet means a group of three. In a triplet of natural numbers, if the square of the largest number is equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two numbers, then the triplet is called Pythagorean triplet. Means here square of the largest number, for example in the triplet 11, 60 and 61. Means here are the three natural numbers 11, 60 and 61. First of all, we have to square of these three numbers, means square of 11 is equal to 121, square of 60 is equal to 3600, and square of 61 is equal to 3721. Now square of the largest number here is 61, so its square is 3721, and sum of the squares of the remaining two numbers, means square of 11 plus square of 60, means square of 11 is 121 plus square of 60 is 3600. So 121 plus 3600 is equal to 3721, means it is equal to the square of the largest number. So the square of the largest number is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two numbers. So 11, 60 and 61, it is a Pythagorean triplet. 11, 60, 61 is a Pythagorean triplet. In this way, we also verify that 3, 4, 5, 5, 12, 13, 8, 15, 17 and 24, 25, 7 are Pythagorean triplets. Okay, you can also verify them. Now let us see, here are two properties. First property is of 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree triangle. What is the property? Let us see here. If acute angles of a right angled triangle are 30 degree and 60 degree, if acute angles of a right angled triangle are 30 degree and 60 degree, then the side opposite 30 degree angle is half of the hypotenuse, and the side opposite to 60 degree angle is root 3 upon 2 times the hypotenuse. Means if acute angles of a right angled triangle are 30 degree and 60 degree, then the side opposite 30 degree angle is half of the hypotenuse, and the side opposite to 60 degree angle is root 3 upon 2 times the hypotenuse. Let us see here in the figure. In triangle LMN, angle L is equal to 30 degree, angle N is equal to 60 degree, and angle M is equal to 90 degree. Means the angles of this triangle are 30 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. So this is a triangle of 30 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. Okay, so the side opposite to 30 degree angle is L. So opposite side of it is Mn. So Mn is equal to half of the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse means opposite side of 90 degree angle, means Ln. So Mn is equal to half, means 1 upon 2 into Ln, and the side opposite 60 degree angle is N. So opposite side of it is Lm. So Lm is equal to root 3 upon 2 into Ln. Here if Ln is equal to, means the hypotenuse is equal to 6 centimeter, then we have to find LM, means uh, opposite side of 60-degree angle, and MN means opposite side of uh, 30-degree angle. So first of all, opposite side of 30-degree angle means MN is equal to half into ln, means half into ln means 6. So 2 3s are 6 and 3 1s are 3, so mn is equal to 3 centimeter. Now side opposite 60-degree angle means lm. Lm is equal to root 3 upon 2 into ln. Root 3 upon 2 into ln means 6, so 2 3s are 6, so 3 multiplied by root 3 is equal to 3 root 3, so lm is equal to 3 root 3 centimeter. So mn is equal to 3 centimeter and lm is equal to 3 root 3 centimeter. In this way we have found here opposite side of 30-degree angle and opposite side of 60-degree angle. Now we have to see our second property, that is property of 45 degree 90-degree triangle. If, let us see the property first. If the acute angles of a right angled triangle are 45 degree and 45 degree, then each of the perpendicular sides is 1 upon root 2 times the hypotenuse. What is the property? Let us see once again. Property of 45 degree 90-degree triangle. If the acute angles of a right angled triangle are 45 degree and 45 degree, then each of the perpendicular sides is 1 upon root 2 times the hypotenuse. Let us see the figure. In this figure, triangle XYZ. In triangle XYZ, angle Z is equal to 45 degree, angle Y is equal to also 45 degree, and angle X is equal to 90 degree. Means this is a triangle of 45 degree 90 degree. Okay, so the perpendicular sides means xy and xz, each side each of the perpendicular sides is 1 upon root 2 times the hypotenuse, means xy is equal to 1 upon root 2 into zy, and also xz is equal to 1 upon root 2 into zy, means xy is equal to xz is equal to 1 upon root 2 into zy. Here if zy means hypotenuse is equal to 3 root 2 centimeter, then we will find xy and zx. Xy is equal to xz, means each of the perpendicular side is equal to 1 upon root 2 into 3 root 2. Here root 2 gone by dividing, so 3 ones are 3, so xy is equal to xz is equal to 3 centimeter. Xy is equal to xz is equal to 3 centimeter. So in this way we have learned first property of 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree triangle, and then property of 45 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree triangle. Now we are learning about similarity and right angled triangle. What? Similarity and right angled triangle. First of all, the theorem of similarity and right angled triangle. In a right angled triangle, if the altitude is drawn to the hypotenuse, then the two triangles formed are similar to the original triangle and to each other. Once again, theorem. In a right angled triangle, if the altitude is drawn to the hypotenuse, then the two triangles formed are similar to the original triangle and to each other. Here let us see in the figure, triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, angle ABC is equal to 90 degree and sec BD perpendicular sec AC, means sec BD is altitude drawn to the hypotenuse AC, and this altitude formed two triangles, means triangle ADB and triangle BDC. These two triangles are similar to the original triangle, means ABC, and also to each other, similar to each other. So let us see given. In triangle ABC, angle ABC is equal to 90 degree, then sec BD perpendicular sec AC, and the betweenness is ADC, means point D is between points A and C. ADC is a betweenness. To prove triangle ADB similar triangle ABC, then also second triangle means triangle BDC similar triangle ABC, and these two triangles are similar to each other, means triangle ADB similar triangle BDC also. So let us see proof, means the method of proving this theorem. So let us see proof. First of all, we have to see, or we have to consider two triangles, means triangle ADB and triangle bigger triangle, original triangle, that is triangle ABC. So in triangle ADB and triangle ABC, angle DAB congruent angle BAC, angle DAB congruent angle BAC. Why? Because it is common angle of these two triangles. So here reason is common angle. Also angle ADB congruent angle ABC. Why? Because each one is 90 degree. Each one is 90 degree. So angle ADB congruent angle ABC. Here reason is each 90 degree. So with the help of or due to AA test, angle test of similarity, these two triangles are similar to each other, means triangle ADB similar triangle ABC. Here reason is AA test of similarity, means angle test of similarity. Here number is 1. Statement number 1. In this way we have also proved. Now we have to consider second triangle with original triangle. Means second triangle means triangle BDC, and original triangle means triangle ABC. So in triangle BDC and triangle ABC, here also angle BCD congruent angle ACB. Why? These are also here. Angle C is also common angle between these two triangles. So angle BCD congruent angle ACB. Here reason is common angle. And also angle BDC. Angle BDC is 90 degree, and in triangle ABC, angle ABC is equal to 90 degree. So here each one is 90. So angle BDC congruent angle ABC. Here reason is each 90 degree. So due to angle test of similarity, these two triangles are also similar to each other. So triangle BDC similar triangle ABC. Here reason is AA test of similarity. And number 2, statement number 2. Now from statement number 1 and 2, triangle ADB similar triangle BDC. Here reason is from 1 and 2, and the statement is number 3. So from 1, 2 and 3, statement number 1, 2 and 3, triangle ADB similar triangle BDC. Triangle ADB similar triangle BDC similar triangle ABC. Means all these three triangles are similar to each other. Here reason is transitivity. Okay, so in this way we have proved theorem on similarity and right angled triangle. Now we are seeing theorem of geometric mean. Theorem of geometric mean. Let us see first of all the statement of this theorem. In a right angled triangle, the perpendicular segment to the hypotenuse from the opposite vertex is the geometric mean of the segments into which the hypotenuse is divided. In a right angled triangle, means here in this figure triangle PQR is a right angled triangle. Why? Because angle PQR is equal to 90 degree. The perpendicular segment to the hypotenuse from the opposite vertex. The perpendicular segment to the hypotenuse means here say QS is perpendicular to hypotenuse PR is the geometric mean. Geometric means QS square is equal to mean of the segments into which the hypotenuse is divided. Means QS square is equal to PS into SR. So let us see proof. In right angle triangle PQR, sec QS perpendicular hypotenuse PR. So because of the theorem on similarity of right angles, triangle QSR similar triangle PSQ. Here reason is similarity of right angled triangles. So if now if these two triangles are similar to each other, then their sides are in the same proportion. So QS upon PS is equal to SR upon SQ. QS upon PS is equal to SR upon SQ. So QS upon PS is equal to SR upon SQ means also QS. Now cross multiplication, QS into QS is equal to QS square is equal to QS square is equal to PS into SR. PS into SR. So sec QS is the geometric mean of seg PS and seg SR. Okay. So in this way we have proved theorem of geometric mean. Now with the help of similarity and right angled triangle theorem, we have to prove Pythagoras theorem, the important theorem for us. Let us see Pythagoras theorem, which is very important for us for our coming exam, board exam. In a right angled triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of remaining two sides. What is the theorem? The statement of theorem is, in a right angled triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of remaining two sides. Let us see in the figure. In right angled triangle means here triangle ABC is a right angled triangle. So given means first part of this statement is given in triangle ABC, angle ABC is equal to 90 degree. In triangle ABC, angle ABC is equal to 90 degree. Then prove means second part of the theorem means in this statement the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of remaining two sides. The hypotenuse is AC, so AC square is equal to the remaining sum of the squares of remaining two sides means AB square plus BC square. So to prove is AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Now here we have to construct something. So construction, draw perpendicular seg BD on side AC. Draw perpendicular seg BD on side AC, and the betweenness is ADC means D is a point which is between the 2 points A and C. So let us see the method of proving this. So here construction, draw perpendicular seg BD on side AC and betweenness is ADC. So let us see proof. In right angled triangle ABC, seg BD perpendicular hypotenuse AC. Here triangle ABC is a right angled triangle, and in it seg BD perpendicular hypotenuse AC. The reason is construction. So with the help of theorem on similarity of right angled triangles, both the triangles are similar to the original triangle and also to each. So here both the two triangles formed are similar to the original triangle and to each other also. So triangle ABC similar triangle ADB and also triangle similar to triangle BDC. Here reason is similarity of right angled triangles. So first of all we have to take first two triangles, means triangle ABC similar triangle ADB. Here these two triangles are similar to each other, so their corresponding sides are in proportion. So AB upon AD is equal to BC upon DB is equal to AC upon AB. Here reason is corresponding sides of similar triangles. Okay, but here we have to take only AB square and BC square. So here where is AB, these two pairs are important, means AB upon AD and AC upon AB. So AB upon AD is equal to AC upon AB. So by cross multiplication AB into AB is equal to AB square is equal to AD into AC. Here number 1. Okay, now similarly we have to take next two triangles, means triangle ABC similar triangle BDC. If these two triangles are similar to each other, then their corresponding sides are also in proportion. So AB upon BD is equal to BC upon DC is equal to AC upon BC, and the reason is corresponding sides of similar triangles. Now here we have to use only BC square. So where is BC? These two pairs which has BC we have to take them. Means BC upon DC is equal to AC upon BC. So by cross multiplication BC into BC is equal to BC square is equal to DC into AC. Number 2. Here statement 1 and 2. So now here in statement 1 left hand side is AB square and left hand side of second statement BC square. Now we have to add them, means adding, by adding 1 and 2 AB square plus BC square means adding these two statement AB square plus BC square is equal to AD into AC plus DC into AC. AC is common of them, so AC in bracket AD plus DC. Now here D is between A and C, so AD plus DC is equal to AC also. So AD plus DC is equal to AC, so AC into AD plus DC means AC into AC. The reason is betweenness ADC. So AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. In this way we have proved AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, means in a right angled triangle the square of the hypotenuse means AC square is equal to the sum of the squares of remaining two sides means AB square plus BC square. In this way we have proved our Pythagoras theorem, which is very important for our coming board exam. Okay, now here converse of Pythagoras theorem. It is also important, not the theorem to prove, but it is important to solve the examples. Okay, let us see the statement of converse of Pythagoras theorem. In a triangle, if the square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides, then the triangle is a right angled triangle. What is the statement of converse of Pythagoras theorem? In a triangle, if the square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides, then the triangle is a right angled triangle. Means here in triangle ABC, here the square of one side means AC square is equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides means AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Then the triangle is right angle triangle, means angle ABC is equal to 90 degree and triangle ABC is a right angled triangle. Here only the statement is important, not the proof. So let us see next, with the help of this first means similarity, theorem on similarity and right angled triangle, and theorem of geometric mean, and Pythagoras theorem, and converse of Pythagoras theorem. We have to solve examples in practice set 2.1, but in next lecture. Now I am showing you the Apollonius theorem. This is a theorem also important for solving the examples of our practice set 2.2 and problem set 2. Let us see Apollonius theorem. In a triangle ABC, if M is the midpoint of side BC, in triangle ABC, if M is the midpoint of side BC, then AB square plus AC square is equal to 2AM square plus 2BM square. Here let us see, in triangle ABC, if M is the midpoint of side BC, then AB square plus AC square is equal to 2AM square plus 2BM square. This is Apollonius theorem, which is important while solving the examples in our practice set 2.2 and also for our problem set 2. Okay, so in next lecture we are solving the examples of practice set 2.1 and then practice set 2.2. Okay, so in this way today we have learned about similarity and right angled triangle theorem, then theorem of geometric mean, then Pythagoras theorem, then its converse. Then also we have also learned properties of 30-degree, 60-degree, 90-degree triangle, and also property of 45 degree.